Welcome back to WTF. It's the show that aims to take a deep dive in some of the acts performing across festival season 2020. In today's episode, we're looking at the incredibly mysterious yet wonderfully talented M Huncho. He's a rapper from London, rapper from London. If you've never heard of him before, hopefully this video will help answer the question, who the f*** is M Huncho?
Don't give in to any nonsense, it's a trap. Walking with a jiggy bop and a baseball cap.
Usually at this point in the video, I go over his name. I have no idea what his name is. The mask, it shrouds his identity completely. I do know he's from northwest London. He's a rapper. He makes a style of music that he refers to as trap wave. He's kind of pioneering that sound. How do you describe it as a sound? It's kind of drill meets trap meets melody. So think Travis Scott.
I get those goosebumps every time.
Drake.
I got enemies, got a lot of enemies.
The Weeknd.
With the hair singing about popping pills, fucking bitches, living life so true.
But British, so we're gonna go a little bit of D-Block Europe.
You should've saw the way I hit it in the shop.
He burst onto the scene with his appearance on Kenny All-Star's Mad About Bars segment on YouTube, his most popular video on 17 million hits.
Hating niggas, there's a lot of those. Money over all the hoes. Sucky, then she gotta go.
And that was in 2017. In the same year, he released his debut EP, Get Out, which featured the record A Man.
Hover on the outside, leave a mouth wide. Angels on my right side, the devil's on my left side.
He followed this up with another EP entitled 48 Hours in 2018, spearheaded by the track Elevation.
So I pull up, this is live from the gutter. Knife with no butter, poking this proper.
Last year, he released his debut mixtape entitled Utopia. This featured records Tranquility.
I'm pouring my heart on a trap instrumental. I went through some shit that fucked up my mental.
And Rock Bottom featuring Young Bane.
I stay alone, I'm staying relieved. Yeah. They had no hope, I sat and believed.
And in late January, he released his latest mixtape entitled Huncholini the First on Island Records. Island Records is, of course, famous for originally being Bob Marley's record label, or being the record label that he was signed to. This record featured some wonderful tracks, including Head Huncho featuring Heady One,
might be sitting next to you and there's no clue.
Indulge featuring D-Block Europe,
Used to believe him, still fighting my demons, just packaged an onion, so I'm reaping.
Thumb featuring Nafe Smalls,
The house has already been bought. That's when I spent 5 figures on the road.
and of course, the incredible PP. Yes, it's exactly what you think it's about.
When I bust my nut, I go and take a peek.
In February, he went on to the Big Nasty Show, the series 2 of Big Nasty. It's hilarious and completely chaotic. I absolutely love it. And he would go on to explain about his mask. Explained that it's something that he wanted to allow him to keep himself anonymous whilst at home. It's not because of any dodgy history or figuring out who he was or anything he's done. It's purely about having a difference between work and home. The same way the Slipknot guys did it, right? It's to let the music speak for it rather than the person. And it also allows him to live a completely normal life. No one knows who he is. And it's become a massive part of his identity. In the same way that Marshmello has, or Deadmau5 is known for his mask, or the Bloody Beetroots, or any of these guys, that Daft Punk, that have worn masks over the years. And today, Wednesday the 4th of March, 2020, he went into the One Extra studio to perform a live cover of the incredible Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar with like a Kool and the Gang Summer Madness era backing band. It's absolutely brilliant.
Please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got some smoke, I got my music, I would share it, but today I'm here.
Apart from this, I'm really struggling to find any information about him. He's completely shrouded in mystery. Fortunately, there's a big press release on his management's website. M Huncho is one of these artists. He's crafted his own genre, an amalgamation he calls trap wave, which blends the street smart lyricism of road rap and luxurious bottle service assonance. Think ATL strip club music, perhaps a Travis Scott or Future, such as the melodic interstellar hooks Huncho writes, but performed by an artist who grew up in UK heavyweights, nines and gigs, and is couched in lingo of a lifetime spent hanging around the ends. Thing is, no one knows who Huncho is, at least no one outside his inner circle anyway, including the hundreds of thousands who have already discovered his music. Because while he appears in videos and performs the music, he does it all whilst behind a mask. And that's not because of any personal reasons, he says, alluding to previous lifestyle choices. Instead, Huncho's mask is an embodiment of his approach to music, his desire to keep things anonymous so listeners will focus on the message rather than the person to push things forward. Nice. Good press release. That happens rarely. This is his second time playing Reading Leeds. The first time was last year in 2018. He was announced literally the day of Reading, like on the Wednesday, I was in the queue with my little brother to get back on the ferry for the second time with a crate of beer. He was announced, so he didn't get a WTF video. One of the only two artists that didn't last year. Both of them were announced like the day of. It's ridiculous. This year, though, he's back to headline the One Extra stage on the Sunday at Reading, Friday at Leeds. And I'll be completely honest, I took one look at his photo and was like, there's another drill artist that I don't want to write a video about. Then I asked Siri to play some M Huncho, and I thought she was smoking crack, because the two did not add up. Like, his melodic kind of flow mixed with like his image, the two just didn't work for me. It's so different. Then I started doing this research about him and just found that actually he's a really cool guy. I watched him on the Big Nasty Show, I watched his chicken shop date, I watched an interview of him on No Jumper, I listened to his One Extra stuff and interviews that he's done. He's an interesting guy, like a really interesting guy, and that really surprised me. I think a lot of the drill artists seem to just keep really quiet and just talk about the bando, and it seems to me like M Huncho has a big sense of humour, he's really clever, and he's really interesting. I think as well, like a lot of people who wear masks, sometimes that's because it's too arty and it come across as really pretentious or really wanky, and I don't think that's him at all. It just works for him in a really cool way. It's not a gimmick, it's there for a reason and it works. The problem is he is playing on that Sunday afternoon, and that Sunday afternoon, Idols, Rage, Slow Tie, Run the Jewels, can't compare with that. So on the light C scale, I'm afraid we're going to be going with our first thumbs down there. I don't think there's a chance I'm going to be able to check out his set. And that is nothing personal, I just think that he's competing with the worst time of the weekend. What do you think? Are you a fan of M Huncho? Have you seen him perform before? Did you check him out last year? Do you like his music? I'm really interested, love the conversation. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.